All right, everyone. We are back. We are live. I'm Crash, this RTA Motorsports. Thank you so much for watching. And today what we're going to do is some dirt rally. Take a little break from iRacing and the live streams. We're going to have to practice the Suzuka circuit if we plan on racing there live. So maybe we'll do some practice sessions together. But live racing is probably going to come more so at the end of the week, over the weekend, especially with Suzuka, being that we're going to need to practice there before we actually can race there. So I figured let's jump back at some dirt rally. I really kind of wanted to actually try to beat my last record with the Peugeot. What is it? See what vehicle that was. Forgot what vehicle it was. Let's see. Yep. We're gonna have to reopen it. I know it's a Peugeot, but I forgot exactly what version it was. Discard, Pikes Peak mixed surface. It is the Peugeot 405 T16 Pikes Peak. Last time we got a 907 up Pikes Peak with that car. I really want to see if we could break in the 8-minute range. I kind of felt like we definitely had some room to grow with that car. I felt like we weren't necessarily babying it, but I made some mistakes. I was kind of new to the vehicle because a long time ago I tried using that car and it almost felt completely unusable to me, and this time it actually felt really good. So we got a 907, and I'm almost certain we could break in the 8-minute range. So that's what we're going to give a shot today. We also got a new view we're going to try. Definitely let me know. This is normally how we would roll with things here. But I got a few requests for making the first-person view a little bit larger. So we're going to give this a shot here. So that way you can kind of see what I'm doing. In that right lower window, pretty big, alongside the actual racing. So we'll give it a shot. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But I think it's actually pretty cool. We're going off the camera, off the Vive, that front camera right there. So it is not the most highest resolution, but I do have a lot of lights in here on right now, so hopefully it helps it out, especially when I bring the headset down. You should actually be able to see the wheel and whatnot pretty clearly. So we'll give it a shot. I want to do a... Let's see. I don't think we're going to do necessarily a practice, but I don't think in the Pikes Peak that there's any shakedowns. I think it's just practice session, and it's almost like the full course you're practicing with before you actually go in. But we do have motion going right now. And we do have the coffee going right now. I'm actually a little under the weather today too. I got a sore throat, headache, kind of feels like just a cold. But yeah, a little under the weather today, so we're going to give it our best shot while also being somewhat sick. All right. Ah! Ripping apart my Vive. Oh no. These covers are actually made to come off. If you guys have never tried Google Earth VR, I highly suggest it. Ah! I'm really thinking about picking up the Oculus. Being that Best Buy out here on Black Friday is going to be doing a pretty spectacular sale for the for the bundle. It's gonna be $359 for the bundle. I love my Vive, but it would be interesting to also have an Oculus long term. Let's see. We're not running any sort of setup on the vehicle. This is just baseline setup on the Peugeot. All right. Actually, hold on. We need our lap belts. Let's get the lap belts going. So again, our last lap time that we did was a 9:07, and I don't remember after that. 9:07, blah, blah, blah. I really want to get in the 8-minute range. I think we left enough on the table last time that it should be possible. There we go. much slower, but I think that's probably because we're a little under the weather, but we're still going to try it again. We got a 927.077. It's kind of making me think whether or not we did get a 907 or 927 last time, because it kept saying that we were just underneath our, I think that's our split time, our fastest time. Woo! That red car sideswiped your right side. Hopefully the stream actually looked somewhat decent. I kind of bumped up the settings a little bit so that way it would look a little bit sharper. And sorry, Mrs. Crash, I know that you're watching the stream, but this is not tea, this is coffee. I know I probably should be drinking tea because of the sore throat, but yeah, it's coffee. We gotta try that again though. We really gotta try to break into the 8s. I think I'm gonna do it one more time. I think that's all I have left in me right now, because I could feel myself kind of getting a little worn out. Looks like the stream quality is actually pretty good. If you'll notice that the wheel in game only goes 90 degrees compared to me, you know, fully doing this, and it's kind of the same issue that iRacing has, where once they go VR, when you actually launch the game in VR, it only simulates 90 degrees of wheel motion for some reason. And that's just the way it is. It doesn't actually, I'm so focused on the track, I don't notice that, but you know, now that I put it side by side, first person and with game first person, so you'll notice that a lot easier. Let's try that one more time. Really determined to get in the 8-minute range with this car. 927. It's okay, but I think we could just do better. I don't think we're gonna have enough time to do all this damage repair. Maybe. Just under the hour. Okay. Restart that. That was going so well until I decided to plant it into a tree. All right, one more time. We got 50 seconds. You see me put my hand down here, it's because the switch on the side of the shifter, I mean, every time we really race a dirt rally, I describe the issue, but bike brushes against it and pulls the switch back, which takes it off sequential. It just doesn't read any shifts at all. One more time. K-Pex, hey, how you doing? One more time. I don't get it. We always do a first run. We have no incidences, and then when I come back and try to actually beat that time, not even driving and all that, I think it's just I'm letting the pressure get to me. That pressure. Come on. That's all right, we'll live with that. I ended up just wall tapping a little bit the back of the car. Spun it straight around. heard of it. Well, it prevents you from riding the motion seat like a mechanical bull and kind of just absorbing most of the shock of a motion seat by moving your body around. It forces your whole body to be kind of connected to the seat. You end up feeling the motion a lot more. It feels a little bit more natural. I didn't have to slow down as much as I did there. It's costing me precious time. Go, go, go! I'm sitting there just baking the tires. That's how we go around the turn. It's not downshifting. It's not downshifting, darn it. I really need to make a cover for that. I know I say it in every stream, but can't be competitive if your equipment is not working. Same thing last time. That same turn. Went out way too wide. Didn't set it up correctly. I mean, the road really narrows out. You have a mountain on one side, a little cliff on the right side. sometimes boulders on the outside of your hairpin, so you really can't make any mistakes. Go out wide, just destroy the car. Like here, like there. Damn it. There goes 8 minutes. See if we'll beat the 927. All these mistakes. All right. Woo! 919. All right, so we did beat it. Oh my gosh. I am completely covered in sweat. Oh my gosh. So KPEX says he's got an Oculus DK2, does a CV1. Have much better quality than the DK2 as far as pixel density. Yes. Yeah, well, here's the thing. I've used the DK2. The CV1 is a lot better, but it's not going to be that elimination of the screen door effect that I think you might be looking for. But it's a lot better. The headset's a lot more comfortable. They're running a good deal on it now. I think it's a sizable upgrade. Then he says, you got a nice setup. Thank you so much. Planning on buying a new wheel on Black Friday. Now he's got a Logitech Driving Force GT. Have you seen my videos on the Driving Force GT? Actually, I just did a revisit on that wheel. My dad actually owns that wheel. What wheel should he get from Logitech? G29 any good? Does anyone know in chat? Do you feel like driving a real car? Sorry if you asked too much. No problem. No problem at all. I like the questions. At times it does freak me out, especially with the motion. If I'm like approaching a cliff or something like that and I'm going off the cliff, then it kind of freaks me out a little bit and you hear me kind of screaming. That's all real. That's all really going on. I'm really screaming. But as far as the entire fear the whole time, no. And you don't feel the G-forces. Because I remember one time I did a driving experience in a NASCAR at New Smyrna Speedway in Florida. And I was so surprised to feel the G-forces literally suck you in the seat in the turns. When I was going around the turns, it wasn't hard to keep my head up because you're locked into the seat so hard with the harness. But literally you feel like you're going into the seat and your whole body's just crunching down from the G-forces. That's something you really can't replicate on a motion rig at all unless it's whipping you around in a giant room, replicating the G-forces. But sometimes it does freak me out, like if something unexpected happens that's going to negatively affect our race, it does freak me out for that split second. And that's something that, you know, is something I didn't experience just going on 3 monitors at all. VR and motion really kind of, you know, ignites that fear factor a little bit. But you can see how much I'm sweating, and it's not just from driving on Pikes Peak. It's from the blood pressure raising, the heart pumping. The whole experience really contributes to that. Yeah, it's hard to see the road and dirt rally with a DK2. Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, you were using a developer's kit. It wasn't necessarily meant for the real time. The Vive and the CV1, the Vive and the Oculus CV1 are really much better headsets. And I do suggest the upgrade now that they're doing Black Friday deals on them. As far as the wheel, the Logitech G29, I would suggest personally going for like a Thrustmaster TX or T300 or even maybe the Thrustmaster TMX. I know there's a TMX Pro kit that has the 3 pedals. Either way, whatever one you go with, you have to buy a shifter. And I think that the Thrustmaster shifter is better. Now, if you go the Thrustmaster route, it's going to be more expensive. That's going to be the case. It's going to be more expensive. But I think if you could go for the Thrustmaster TX, get their Pro pedal set with the 3 pedals, and well, not the Pro pedal set. That's the metal one. The well, they have a base level pedal set that only has, you know, the gas brake and clutch. If you could get that with the conical brake mod and then their shifter, you'd be set. But if you're looking for, if you could get a good deal on the G29, it's not a bad wheel. It's just not that much different than the G27. To me. The motors are pretty much the same. They're both helical mesh. So if you could find a complete kit for the G27 that's working, I would say go that route if it's much cheaper. Or if you could get a really good deal on a G29, go for it if you really like Logitech. But and you need it to be able to connect to the newer platforms like, you know, the PlayStation 4 and whatnot. I'm not sure what their connectivity is with that. But if it's just for PC, I'd say get a G27. Try to find one used with the shifter because it came with the shifter. The G29 does not, which is annoying to me. But yeah, you know, or jump to Thrustmaster if you could save up a little bit. All right. Dare I say, let's try this one last time. So run 2, you can see right there. Run 1, we got a 927.077. Run 2 with all the mistakes, all the spinouts. And run 2 was quite a bit worse than run 1 as far as cleanliness. But we still get a 919. We beat it by almost, well, almost 8 seconds. So we'll try that one more time. I'm really, really wanting to get in the 8-minute range. Like an 8:59, I'll just start doing cartwheels in this room. All right, we aired out a little bit. So hopefully that information helps you. You can definitely see I did a Thrustmaster TMX review on my channel. I did a Thrustmaster TX review on the channel. I looked at the Driving Force GT. Look at those videos, as well as other channels. You know, do a lot of research and kind of get your thoughts from there. I like the Driving Force GT, and I think the days of really getting a wheel that's going to last you forever, like the Driving Force GT, just when they run, they just never seem to die. They just run forever. I think that is... I think those days are gone. And all the newer wheels have their quirks, have their issues. You know, you go on the forums, you're going to read about people and their wheels dying here and there. And that's kind of across the board. So I've been happy with my Fanatec wheel. I loved my TX, but my TX ended up burning up after a few years. But I did a lot of, you know, a lot of drifting. I definitely worked that thing hard. So I didn't feel bad about it dying. It sucked when it happened, but... it's not like I'd never used it. I used it hard. The TMX with better pedals, well, that's actually the review I did on my channel, so definitely check that out. I think it's called the TMX Pro Kit, and I think you would enjoy that. Not now. Here's another thing. I don't suggest the Logitech or the TMX for drifting, because I think they're counter steering. When you let go of the wheel and the wheel counter steers, I think it counter steers too slow on both of them, and it's going to make it really hard to try to drift. But if you're just racing, I don't think you could go wrong with the TMX. I love the TMX. I think it's a better wheel. You just can't replace that steering wheel. And if you're hell-bent against a plastic rimmed with rubber side grip steering wheel, then you might have to look at the Logitech, because the Logitech does have a sweet looking wheel that is leather wrapped. So anyway, all right, let's go. We're gonna do one more session with this. I just got some achievements unlocked. One said Dirty Dancer. Oh man, Dirty Dancer. And let's see if I can pull up what the other one said. It's actually kind of funny. Yeah, let me pull this over here so I'm not like spinning my head around. I don't know where you would see your achievements. Market, Profile, maybe. Yeah, there we go. So I just got Dirty Dancer. And Ain't No Mountain High Enough. That's pretty funny. That's pretty cool. Oh, man. All right. All right. So here we go. We're going to jump back in one last time. Ooh, I need to wipe down these lenses. These lenses are getting dirty. I'll use the back of my racing glove. I'm adjusting the lens distance accidentally. Nope. Mix surface. And that's right, we got to adjust that weather pattern. Afternoon sunny. Full course. The Peugeot 405 T16 Pikes Peak. Our request for getting in the 8 minutes. Hopefully it works out this last time. Third time's a charm. That's what they say someplace. So to recap, if you're just joining in, our time so far is 9:27 and then a 9:19. Capex asks, do I like to drive in Finland roads? Oh yeah, flying Finland. It's tough though, very tough. But yeah, I do like it. And I guess you mean in Dirt Rally. All right, here we go. No backing out. One last time. This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. Trying to carry too much speed through those sectors, and it bit me. It definitely bit me. So let me back it off a little bit. I just feel like this car could do, you know, and that's probably where tuning is gonna come in. It up this here is a little too much, but I feel like I should be able to carry more speed than I really do in these areas. Oh man, that happened so fast. One last time, then we'll just live with it. Whatever it is, we'll just live with it. But I'm really trying to get the best time possible. corner and it bit me hard. Got pieces of the car all over the place. Oh my gosh. Oh, something doesn't want to let me enter the 8-minute realm. Racing line here as much as possible. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Take the headphones off so that way I can hear what I'm saying. This headset, I kind of like it though, because when you snap out the headphones, you can still hear clearly what's going on in the game. I think we're just too worn out. Yeah. Let's just stop. With my little sickness going on and all that, I think rolling down Pikes Peak the amount of times that we did right now is a little bit much. I think I'm just a little too exhausted, to be honest with you. Whew, and my sore throat's honestly getting worse. So we're just gonna call it a day here. I'm Crash, this RTA Motorsports. Definitely stay tuned. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the reminder button, because we don't stream the same time every day. We stream all over the place. I do random streams at random times. So definitely hit that reminder bell so that way you know when we're streaming and when we're live. So, hopefully I get better soon. We're going to practice in iRacing the, the Suzuka circuit for the iRacing Porsche Cup. So definitely stay tuned for that race. It's probably going to come sometime towards the end of the week, I'm thinking, once I actually get adequate time practicing. Because I hate saying I didn't get time to practice. It's kind of annoying, a little bit disheartening when I'm on the track with everyone and I don't know where the heck I'm going. But we did drive Suzuka before. I just want to make sure we have a competitive lap time before we actually jump in. So anyway, I'm Crash, this is RTA Motorsports. Definitely stay tuned for the next stream. Hopefully we'll get on for a little bit tomorrow. See you all next time.